Hello everyone, this is Ravinder Dundra and welcome back to my channel. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about class 10 CBSE Geography chapter number 6, that is manufacturing industries. Often, you all know that we use different things in our daily life and we are not getting those things, whatever we are using, directly from the nature. They need some kind of processing or we need to add some other things in order to make those things. But who will make these things? From where we are getting? Actually, most of the things which we use, taking from morning to evening, maybe a toothbrush, or you can take your books, pens, notebooks, etc. etc. Everything is actually manufactured. So, our lesson is about this manufacturing these industries. And in this lecture, we will learn what is this manufacturing, as well as we will also learn the importance of manufacturing. So, first let us start. What do you mean by this? Manufacturing means, simply you can say, it is the process of changing the raw material into more valuable products. And the definition goes like this: the production of goods in large quantities after processing from raw materials to more valuable products is called manufacturing. But instead of this, we can also say simply the process of changing raw materials into more valuable and finished goods. We can call it as this manufacturing. For example, you take raw material wood, and after processing it can be turned into a paper. Then you take sugar cane, it can be turned into sugar, jaggery. Like this, many raw materials. Maybe you take one more thing, cotton can be made into cloth or shirt or fan. Like this, most of the things we will not get directly from the nature. Instead, they need some kind of processing. So, the process of changing the raw material into more valuable and finished goods, we call it as this manufacturing. And who does this manufacturing? Basically, we have three different sectors: primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. So the process of manufacturing will actually occur in the secondary sector. That means those people who are employed in the secondary sector, they will manufacture the primary material into finished goods. That means this primary goods into finished goods. So here you can say the secondary sector or the industrial sector is involving this manufacturing. Then the next very important thing is that every economy, that means each and every country in the world, their development mainly depends upon the, we can say, development of industries. If the number of industries are more, there will be more development and there will be more economic strength. That is why it says the economic strength of a country is measured by the development of industries. So any country it can be, if the number of industries are high, means there will be more economic strength and more development. So let us see how manufacturing industries plays a very important role in the development. So that is what the importance of manufacturing. And as you all know that manufacturing sector is considered as the backbone of development. That means any country's development, the main backbone is this industries. So how they are useful, why they are so important, that is what we'll see. So the first and very important thing is that manufacturing industries help in modernizing the agriculture. Very important thing. Why? Because once upon a time, you take the agriculture scenario, we used to do agriculture by using this traditional tools. But as you see, all the modern technology or modern tools are being used in the agriculture. And the reason is because of these industries. So we can say that manufacturing industries help in modernizing the agriculture, and they also reduce the dependence on agriculture by providing the jobs. We all know most of the people in India, they depend upon agriculture. But if the number of industries are increasing, basically it reduces the dependence on agriculture and people can shift towards the industrial, or sometimes you can go to tertiary sector. So you can say it reduces the dependence on agriculture by providing the jobs. So next we will see the other important things, or the other importance of this manufacturing industries. Let us discuss about the other importance of manufacturing. So as of now, just now I have mentioned that the first and very important thing is that it modernizes the agriculture, and the second thing is that the development of industrial development is the precondition for eradication of unemployment and poverty from our country. That means We all know that India, or not only India, many countries, they face two important problems. One is poverty, and the second one is this unemployment. You all know what is poverty and what is unemployment, and these are something like a chronic diseases for our country. So in order to eradicate these kind of problems, what we are supposed to do is that we need to develop our industries. So in one or other way, in order to eradicate poverty and unemployment, industrial development is something like a precondition. That means industrial development should exist in order to remove poverty as well as unemployment. And at the same time, it is the main aim of this public and joint ventures. That means the reason why public sector or you can say the reason why joint sector industries are established is to eradicate poverty, at the same time to eradicate this unemployment. And not only that, the other very importance of manufacturing industry is that it aims at bringing down the regional disparities by establishing industries in backward and tribal regions. That means you can see nowadays most of the industries, they are established in rural areas, at the same time mostly in tribal areas. And the reason is that, what if all the industries are located in urban areas? What if all the industries are located in cities? What will happen? More and more development takes place only in the urban areas. Therefore, in order to balance the regional disparities, differences between the places, what they have started doing is that they started establishing the industries especially in backward regions as well as tribal regions. So therefore what happens, it will increase the, or you can say it will develop the backward areas, at the same time it provides the employment opportunities for those areas. So this is also one of the very important feature of this manufacturing industries. Then the next thing is that export of manufactured goods and expands trade and commerce and brings in foreign exchange. That means what happens, if there is a more and more manufacturing is taking place, more goods will be produced. What will happen? More goods are produced means we can do trading. We can if they are excess, we can also sell it in the foreign. That means we can export the goods. So therefore what happens, if we are exporting the goods means we will receive the foreign exchange. That means currency, in the foreign currency we will receive. So what will happen, it boosts our economy. So if there is a more foreign exchange, if there is a more foreign currency, automatically it boosts our economy. So this is the third importance of our manufacturing industries. Then the next thing is that countries that transform raw material into wide variety of finished goods of higher value are prosperous. That means any country, if it has to be prosperous, means what they are doing, or we can say what are the countries which are already prospered, what they are doing is that they are actually transforming this raw material into a wide, that means a different variety of finished goods, which causing them to develop more and more and become more and more prosperous. So these are some of the very important things about this manufacturing, and at the same time how they boost our economy. So next we will see the dependence between agriculture as well as this industries. Let us see the relationship between agriculture as well as this industry. So what do they say is that agriculture and industry move hand in hand. That means they always move hand in hand. Why? Because there are certain reasons why we can say agriculture and industry, they move hand in hand. So the first and very important thing is that agro industries in India have given a major boost to agriculture by raising its productivity. That means agro industries means what? Those industries which depend upon this agriculture. So because of this agro industries, what happens is that it has given more productivity to the agriculture. That means those industries which are dependent on agriculture, what they do, they require more raw material from agriculture. So therefore automatically it is boosting the productivity of agriculture. So that is one very important thing. Then the next thing is that industries depend on agriculture for raw materials. As you all know that most of the industries, they depend upon agriculture for raw material, and in return agriculture also depend upon these industries. How? By, you can say, you can take pumps, fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, or you can take fertilizers or whatsoever it may be. So all these things are manufactured in industries, and they all are required for agriculture. So therefore industries, they depend on agriculture for raw material. agriculture depend upon industries for tools or machinery which is required for agriculture. So what are those tools? Pumps, fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, etc., etc. So therefore what we can say is that agriculture and industry, they go hand in hand. If there is a development in industry, there will be a development in agriculture, and vice versa. So the next very important thing is that the development of manufacturing industry has not only assisted agriculturists in increasing their production but also made the production process very efficient. That means just now I have told agriculture production is actually increasing because of the presence of this manufacturing industries. But what they are also saying, it has not only boosted the production in the agriculture, but it has also made the production very efficient. Efficient means within the short period of time, due to more and more tools which are available, you can say modernized tools, there is a more and more development in the agriculture, and agriculture has become a very efficient process. Efficiency means within the short period of time getting more returns. So basically what we can conclude is that agriculture and industry, they go hand in hand. Sometimes in the board examination they can give the direct statement, agriculture and industry go hand in hand, justify the statement, then you may have to write this answer. So today with this I'll conclude my lecture. In the upcoming lectures we will discuss how these industries are contributing to the national economy. Thank you.